Hello, welcome to Rear Naked Chat. We are talking about The Ultimate Fighter Season 17, Episode 3, aka the Bubba McDaniel Show. So I've decided to rename this entire season.
There's always one, isn't there? There's something about that environment or this show that somebody always has to make a dick out of themselves. That's sort of...
Trying too hard and failing, I think.
But it happens every year. Is there some editing thing where everyone says shit that could make them look like an arsehole? And every year they just pick one or two.
One out of the hat.
Yeah, and we're just going to make you look like a total dick. Because it seemed like everything he said was just douche talk.
It started last week with the just random calling. I don't know if there was any thought process behind it, but he just called out King big time for and. What's your, is King a good fighter? Like, I can't tell.
He looked good on the way into the house, but I don't really know what that means in this context. I don't know.
I just don't understand why he's called that guy out. But King's reaction as well, he did lose it a little bit because there was a lot of focus on those two. And like I thought a better response would have been to just, if when he called him out, say, what? I'm calling you out. I'm not even calling you out saying, I think we should fight next. What? I think we should fight next. Why?
Yeah.
Just cut him off.
That should have been the first question. Why?
Yeah.
What did I...
Why?
Yeah, where's this come from?
Sorry, me?
Yeah.
Why me?
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been better for him because then he did seem to spend the rest of the time sort of going, I've got no reason to fight that guy. I'm trying to get through to later rounds. Why would I fight him? And I don't think we haven't really got an answer to that question.
The whole thing was a bit strange, like this episode as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a funny one.
Because we all knew what we were waiting for.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype on this episode, maybe more than any other episode.
Yeah.
Because this outcome of this show was advertised in the very first advert.
Yeah.
Not just last week to say, coming up next week. We've been seeing that fucking ambulance clip for like... 6 weeks, 2 months or something. And
ironically, I don't think we actually saw the ambulance in this episode. They just showed it the weeks previous.
They just put it in all the other ones, yeah. Yeah, you didn't see it.
No, there was no ambulance.
No. So yeah, that was kind of looming large over everything that happened in the show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it felt like the entire show was building up to that. And also, like in terms of the editing that the editors did, it felt like they were giving Adam Cella a chance in our heads that, or maybe he's the guy who knocks Uriah out.
They were selling the fight, weren't they?
Yeah,
There's a lot of. I think every time he mentioned in the house or in the gym that he'd knocked somebody out, they took every clip of that and put them all in this little montage for him today. So it just looked like he's constantly talking about knocking people out. And
also,
what was the other thing?
He must have said that about, I don't know, 10, 15 times, right?
Right.
He's had 4 fights. So at most, you've done it 4 times.
Yeah, and then they kind of made Uriah Hall look like the cracks were showing because he had a little meeting with Team Sonnen where he was doubting his confidence. He had a little bit of a meltdown in the house. Someone corrected him on professional cooker.
That's right, and he almost decided that I'm going to definitely fight this guy at some point.
Next, I'm going to beat
Adam
Cella, and then.
I'm definitely fighting this guy because he made me say that I should have said chef instead of cooker.
Yeah, that was it. He made him look a little bit stupid. I don't think anyone else even noticed.
No.
The conversation
it just rolled on.
Kept going, but he was just sitting there like, I'll kill this motherfucker. So, that was a bit odd. So they were trying to make him look a little bit mentally weak, I think.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, if you're feeling mentally weak, talking to Team Sonnen's going to help.
That's a good
team
to be on.
Fucking hell. Every time he's talking, he's so captivating to listen to.
Yeah,
and he makes so much sense. And like little things like, don't picture yourself just winning, picture yourself in trouble and having to fight back. He's going to attack you as well. So picture that. Picture him attacking you and what you're going to do about it.
But I guess... in MMA, is there anyone more psychological than Chael Sonnen, really? Because even when he's been a lunatic mental case, that's actually calculated.
Yeah.
That's actually... I mean, he's talked himself into 3 title fights. And he's probably like a mid-level...
And a season of The Ultimate Fighter.
And a season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Wow.
And he's a mid-level fighter. I bet his record is nothing, really.
He's the same level as a Bisping. kind of really.
Yeah. And when they fought, I thought that could have gone either way. Yeah, it's true. And Bisping's another one can talk his way.
He can talk his way into.
But he does it. I think his is less psychological. I think he just is just a bit mouthy.
And not quite as good as well. Not like polished, like I mean, Chael Sonnen would give The Rock a run for his money.
Yeah. But that's what I mean by it's calculated, whereas Bisping's just a bit mouthy. Yeah. He's not thinking about what he's saying. He's just saying whatever he feels. But Chael, you can see what a psychologist he is, just the way he talks to people. The way
we even saw a psychologist, he said. So, he's big on that. He's big on mentality, which I think is a thing. I mean, we're going off point now, but like the psychologically coaching fighters to feel confident. This is a new thing that we're going to see, hopefully, more and more of.
Yeah. Is that what you got? That's what you going somewhere with that?
No, that's it. No, it's going to be too big a topic.
Serb's future report. Serb's prediction. Should we make that a little feature?
Yeah.
We'll keep a list of all Serb's predictions of what's going to happen in MMA. So we're going to have more sports psychologists.
Yeah. Who was that guy? Steve Collins used to have some guy hypnotising him before fights and stuff.
Oh shit! It wasn't Paul McKenna, was it?
No, that's right.
Okay. He had a professional hypnotist. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I think he beat Nigel Benn, didn't he?
Yes, I think he did.
Well, there you go.
Again, obviously, a little off point.
Yeah, it didn't work for Chael against Anderson Silva, but never mind.
No.
I'll tell you who it did work
challenge for. Is it's just a speech. It's delivering a speech, like
a debate.
A debate or something.
Yeah. So you get 10 minutes, you get 10 minutes, then you get another 5 to counter him. Yeah. And you get questions from the audience.
You're going to debate who would win out of you two in a fight.
Yeah. Oh shit. But well, there was no debate on who won the fight between Uriah Hall and Adam Cella because, holy shit, as advertised, one of the most brutal knockouts I've seen in any combat
I think you commented when you saw it, it was like, that's better than Edson Barboza. It was different.
It was different.
I mean, I can't get my head around it, how it happened. And the way, not only that, what was more shocking was after he'd done it, he knew exactly how hard he landed. There was no attempt to do a follow-up.
He just sort of looked over his shoulder. Like,
he already had his back to him. He looked over and carried on walking off.
Yeah, it was like a Street Fighter finish. And he did a little Hadouken move.
Yeah, he did as well,
He just gave Ryu look over his shoulder.
Walks on to the next fight.
But yeah, man, because Edson Barboza, his was fast. The knockout came because he whipped it round and his leg was straight.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a whip.
Yeah.
Which kind of just cut Terry Henry
sideways.
Yeah. But this, he actually hooked it. Like he actually hit a target, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean by that? Like
it felt like it was like an uppercut kick as well.
Like, it was like a palm strike with his heel
that
landed, that had the momentum of the spin behind it.
And some upward motion as well.
And right on the fucking jaw.
God.
And to be fair, we should point out, up to that moment, Adam Cella he was in the fight.
Yeah, because we were on the edge, like thinking, like he threw a spinning back fist, which was that close.
Yeah, and if that connected, man, like anyone's susceptible. If you get caught right on the chin, anyone is susceptible, and he threw a dirty spinning back fist, which...
They are, aren't they, over him?
Yeah. Oh, God,
anyone's susceptible.
Oh, my God. And he threw a nice few little combos. You could tell he was going for it. He was swinging hard. So he gave a pretty good account of himself up to that point. Yeah. And then he was just... it's almost like, when you put your computer in sleep mode, like it hasn't fully been shut off, but it's kind of in like a base state.
You can hear it just whirring. It's not fully operational.
Yeah, certain programs have shut down. Yeah. So they're like, right, we've got to keep this basic shit still generating power. God. And that's what it seemed like happened to his body. It was almost like his body was like,
disturbing,
let's just keep him alive right now. Something else took over the breathing. Like that wasn't...
Yeah, it wasn't him in charge anymore.
No. Some survival...
basic life force took over.
Because his mouth was sort of closed and he was still breathing heavy. It was just very...
Because every now and again you see that thing where people snore when they get knocked out.
Yeah.
But this wasn't even snoring. No. This was just disturbing breathing.
Yeah. That's the only way you could really describe it. I don't know medically what that is. We're not doctors.
We're not going to claim to know that.
Maybe, if you're a doctor watching this... Let us know, give us an explanation in the comments of what the fuck was going on, because he was in a bad way. But They said he was okay. Oh yeah, we were lucky. Lucky Steve Mazzagatti was on hand
Mazza!
to announce the news to everyone that he'd gone to the hospital.
Hey guys, Steve Mazzagatti here. Just want to say,
just squeezing that extra camera time in. Like, I visualised like the doctor
the
going,
doctor normally does
okay,
that.
it's cool. Yeah, I'll go and tell him. And Mazzagatti's like, don't worry, man. I got this. Just went and had to announce to everyone on camera that it's cool. He's going to the hospital. Oh yeah, what's wrong with him, Steve? Huh? He's going.
I gotta go.
Yeah, he's going to the hospital. So
Mazza.
that's it. Yeah, so that's knockout of the season bonus gone, as Dana White mentioned himself.
As everyone mentioned. By the way, everyone mentioned it and had a good laugh about it. Dana comes in 5 minutes later and makes the same joke, and everyone's like, yeah. It's the boss, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, so knockout gone. Next week, Kevin Casey.
Yeah, but he's fighting someone who...
Colin Hart,
who hasn't actually been featured in the show
at all
yet.
Whatsoever.
So
but
probably a tactical...
he did that in the steering.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Something we can...
And there was a clip.
Explore that next week.
There was a clip next week that... One thing's guaranteed, there will be blood, because someone was fucked up in a quick clip they showed.
Yeah, there was claret.
So yeah, more to look forward to.
So yeah, that was it. Good episode this week. It delivered, I would say, on the
ultimately, we were worried.
Badass knockout.
Yeah.
There was one massively unnecessary bit in the middle where John Jones made a campfire and they all just told their story.
So just tell me why you fake, man. It's so awkward.
To just see a producer from Fox just going, right, we need a what they call it, human interest.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Less of that, the better. You've been watching Rear Naked Chat on the Rear Naked channel on YouTube, at Rear Naked Chat on Twitter, Rear Naked Chat
in your face
at gmail.com.
And welcome to new subscribers as well.
Yeah, thanks for getting on board. We're going to try and turn it into more of a production piece at some point.
Yeah, I don't know how.
We
already spent our budget on getting these A4 pieces of paper printed out.
So maybe some mics that actually work is the next step.
Next week, mics.
And we'll take it from there. So stay with us. Thanks for watching.